There's been another fire, a house fire just 5 houses down from us. I have footage of that, so I'm gonna upload that next. But I'm terrified of living here. I'm just terrified of living here and I want to move. So I don't want to make anyone rewatch my shorts because it's such a waste of your time. So for the next part of this video, I'm going to go 2x speed and just explain the history of what is terrifying in this town of Westlock, Alberta. When we first moved in here, we were robbed the first night. They went through all of our kids' toys, took their wagons and other things. Then we had people who were breaking into my other neighbor's house behind me. I spent 5 hours over the weekend cleaning her entire yard, cleaning out the shed, and putting up a no trespassing sign. Since then, her husband died, and she ended up making it a drug house. Now they do heroin there. I guess that's her choice. So now she's doing heroin there, and a bunch of drug addicts are here doing heroin there as well. I had 2 people break into my home at 2:30 in the morning, right before Christmas, and I had to physically get them out of my house. I called the RCMP, and they said, "No, I think I know the lady that's there, and she's not scary, so don't worry." I had to physically fight them out of my house, and I had a 6-month-old black lab named Dolly, like Dolly Parton. She's my very first dog. I got her when I was 20-something, and she was 6 months old, and then she got such bad PTSD. She couldn't sleep at the back door anymore. She was so scared that I had to rehouse her, which was one of the hardest things I've ever done because I never had a dog, and she was going to be my everything forever, you know? Long story short, then a house down the street burnt down. They believe people were just trying to stay warm for the winter. And then someone burnt the garbage can down in the back alley here, and we got cameras after the home invasion, so I called the fire marshal. They said they wanted the footage. I got the footage ready. We emailed back and forth. I went to meet them. Then they ghosted me and stopped talking, wouldn't hit me up on Facebook, and now I see the fire marshal every time I drop my son off because they both have school together, and it super sucks. So I have footage of the fire. I have footage of the next fire where the heroin house caught on fire. The garage, someone set it on fire and helped to get the house on fire. Unfortunately, it set all the trees on the other side on fire, and my very nice old neighbor just went through a divorce, going through a hard time. She's in her 60s, she's dealing with her son. They burned her house down. It exposes so much asbestos, she can't live there anymore, and because she was going through divorce, she was strapped for money, and now she's gone. But I see people breaking there all the time, so we've hit her up on Facebook. I've called the RCMP, and unfortunately no one will do anything. She is so heartbroken. She expects nothing to be in the house when she comes back. And I've tried to talk to her. I'm like, I can try to help you stop. I can hold on to something for you. But unfortunately, she knows that she just expects it. She's so devastated that she just expects everything to be gone. And it's sad. It's really, really sad. Because I think the person who set fire to her garage is the same person who broke into our place, and they might have been the same person who set fire to the dumpster. The dumpster burnt the electricity pole, but not enough for anyone to do anything. And then this year there was the car fire that happened just down the street. I wasn't home, but my neighbor told me about it. And unfortunately, a lot of people in the town are really, really depressed. I tried to go to therapy. My therapist, I heard great things from him, but he went through divorce. He's in his 60s, and he had a total mental breakdown. Actually screamed at me and the worker I was with, who came to assist me because I was worried about offending him or something. I don't know why I'm so paranoid. He screamed at me to get out. We reported him, and then he just denied everything. And I just suck at fighting. I don't want to fight anyone. So then I also had a doctor in town because I was pregnant when I came into town. So I had my 1-year-old son, and I was pregnant. And this entire pregnancy, I went to a doctor who did not have a license to practice. And then when I delivered, she got called out because I didn't know she wasn't a doctor. And I'm like, she's the doctor I've been seeing. And they're like, she's not legally allowed to see you. And I didn't understand that. No one explained it to me. I had no idea what was going on because, I was giving birth when they told me. So then I take my son there, and she circumcises him and everything. Like, she does not have a license. Then she abuses animals. So she actually got 9 months paid leave and a $2,000 fine, and she's got her license back to work with animals and to work with people. And if you remember, I have cats and dogs, so seeing a vet in town, knowing that it was her, was impossible. I had to drive extra far away just to try to do that. And then the pet store in town, if you get any injections, including vaccinations or anything, you can't go to the pet store in this town because she believes it's going to give her early onset menopause. That lady is like 60. What does she care? She has menopause. I get menopause sucks. It's gonna suck when I have it too. But we're all gonna have menopause. You know what we don't have to deal with is a fire burning down in my backyard more than once, and I'm scared, and there's nothing I can do, and all I can do is sit and just stare at my house all day like a fucking paranoid person. I'm sorry for talking fast, and I'm sorry for being sporadic, but when so much stuff happens in one place, when you pay for a home, you can't just move. We're not renting. We bought this house because we thought that we would make a home here, and we can't. I'm scared.